Welcome to the India-EU trade deal, Simple Gains for the Common Person. This is a documentary exploring a landmark agreement that impacts your everyday life. The India-EU trade deal, concluded on January 27, 2026, promises everyday benefits. Think lower prices, more jobs, and shared economic growth. This film simplifies how it helps you, Indian states, India, EU countries, and highlights future opportunities. After 2 decades of negotiations, this deal signifies a commitment to open trade amidst rising global tensions. It's a mutual strategy for prosperity, offering both sides crucial market access and a hedge against protectionism from other global powers. The formal negotiations concluded on January 27, 2026. While the formal signing will follow a vetting process in the coming months, this marks the start of a massive economic shift, expected to take effect in the 2026-27 financial year. The scope is significant. Tariffs will be reduced or eliminated on 96.6% of EU goods exports to India and nearly 99% of Indian exports to the EU. This will supercharge the bilateral trade, which was already around $136.5 billion in the 2024-25 fiscal year. Now let's talk about simple gains for the common person and Indian states. This deal means real, tangible benefits for millions of people. For the common person, expect lower prices on essential EU imports like machinery, certain electronics, and maybe even wine and automobiles. Plus, improved market access for Indian exports like textiles, pharmaceuticals, and IT services means more jobs and potentially better wages in those sectors. Indian states with strong manufacturing and export bases are poised to gain the most. States like Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Tamil Nadu will see manufacturing boosts, while regions like Andhra Pradesh benefit from increased pharma and port activity. Even rural jobs will increase through MSME growth. The benefits aren't one-sided. The deal secures substantial advantages for the European Union as well. Major EU nations, including Germany, France, and Italy, are set to sell significantly more high-value goods like advanced machinery and automobiles to the growing Indian market. Projections estimate EU exports to India could double by 2032. This stable trade relationship helps preserve jobs in key manufacturing sectors across the EU. Furthermore, neighboring countries, even those not directly in the EU, benefit indirectly from strengthened and more predictable global supply chains originating in or passing through the EU. Looking ahead, the deal strongly emphasizes sustainable opportunities, aligning trade with the EU Green Deal and India's environmental goals. Future growth will concentrate on green technology, including renewables, electric vehicles, and circular economy initiatives. This creates massive opportunities for joint ventures, technology transfers, and exports in both directions. When scaled through policies like production-linked incentives and green finance, sustainable projects are estimated to yield a return on investment between 10 to 20% over a 10 to 20-year period. However, this ROI will naturally vary depending on scale, location, and supporting policies. Let's look at some projected case studies that highlight the immediate impact of this deal. Gujarat is projected to see a boom in solar component exports to the EU. Meanwhile, Tamil Nadu's textiles and apparel sector gains preferential access, securing its place as a global supply hub. In Andhra Pradesh, the pharma sector, already robust, will see stronger ties with EU research. Crucially, the region is positioned to become a major player in green hydrogen, backed by EU investment and technology sharing. Looking toward 2030 and beyond, this deal is expected to pave the way for deeper green trade and more resilient economic growth across both regions. We anticipate a future defined by stable, ethical supply chains and continued collaboration on sustainable technologies, securing the prosperity of over 2 billion people. The India-EU trade deal brings everyday wins through shared prosperity. Thank you for watching.